Hey everyone, this is Chef. Welcome back to Uma. Let's get started for the day, because I am not getting this recording started until relatively late in my evening. We have new banners today. We have Sakura Chiyono O, who is a mile medium runner, who has a fairly nice generic unique ability. Positioning in anywhere from, I think it's 5th or above. Let me double check, just to make sure that we're actually being correct. Ambition. Anywhere in the top 40%. So if you're on the front 40% of the field, there's 300 meters left or less, and there is a runner within one length of you, you get a nice velocity bump. So 300 meters or less, even on shorter mile tracks, should be after you are done with your acceleration phase in late race, which means this is a fairly generic unique. Much the same way that like Ogre's unique is pretty generic in terms of it works on a lot of tracks. It works as a decent inheritance. It's never going to be a unique skill that is meta, but it's always going to be a unique skill that's pretty good. I have a ton of tickets burning a hole in my pocket, and I really didn't want to spend them on the Omni banner because we were never going to hit pity on that anyway. So while I don't necessarily want Chiyono O, I do want to get rid of these tickets because we're not going to be pulling on trainees anytime soon, and there's no point really trying to hold on to them for the sake of pity. So we're going to blow through these really quick. We're not going to watch the full gate opening animation or anything like that, but we are going to see if we nab anything interesting from these 11 or 12 tickets or however many we had. It's a pretty decent chunk of gold runners. 2 golds already so far. Silver, silver, silver. But these are all star fragments, and they are all statues if we wanted to level these up in the future. Gold. Silver. And last ticket. Silver. So nothing off the tickets, but that's fine. It's adding to the star fragment stockpile, and it's also giving us a few extra statues. And then the new support card banner is Riko and Tazuna. This is a bit of a trap banner. Yes, Riko is pretty good, and yes, Tazuna is pretty good, but Unity Cup as a scenario is about to end. And Riko is only really good right now because she has Scenario Link for Unity Cup. If, for some reason, you really want Riko and you don't mind the fact that she's going to be relatively obsolete about a month from now, go ahead and pull on it, but there's a lot of better banners that are coming later this year that you probably want to hold your carrots for instead, and that's what we're going to be doing with ours. So, let's talk about what our plan is for the day. Today's plan is to put together our last, one of our last 2 CM runners. We're going to put together a pace air groove. So air groove has sprint C as far as aptitude for sprint races go, which is fixable with pink sparks. It's not ideal, but it's fixable. She has good growth rates for sprint runners, 10% speed, 20% power, is exactly what you're looking for in a sprint runner. It would be nice if wit was a little higher, but we're not super worried about that. And then Empress's Pride is a decent unique on the current CM track. So Empress's Pride is a velocity increase when you're passing another runner from the mid-pack or further back on the final corner. What this means is that as long as you are 3rd or worse, if you pass a runner on the final corner, you get a velocity bump. And since the entirety of the final corner on the CM track is in mid-race, we actually really want a velocity bump there, because it's going to help us carry speed into late race, get past other runners, and secure positioning for things like Super Creek's unique, or El Condor Passa's unique, or other skills that require us to be towards the front that we might be running. It's actually a very nice unique for securing us position in the mid-race. So she's okay as a sprinter on the upcoming CM track. I wouldn't say that she's meta, but she is a pretty good choice. The one downside is that we need to inherit sprint sparks instead of turf sparks. And you may notice that we are currently at 71 energy instead of 100. And that's because I set up a run previous to this one and forgot to inherit sprint sparks. So I caught that relatively early and I threw that run in the bin, and now we're restarting the recording, and this is the one we're going to have instead. So this Taiki is actually a pretty interesting parent. We get Ramp Up, which is good, Nimble Nav, which is good, Hesitant Frontrunners, which is good. We get 2 Sprint Sparks and a lot of Turf Sparks, but unfortunately that's not enough to put us to A natively. We would need to get lucky during an inheritance event in order to do that. And if I had more time to prep for the CM, if we had started a week or two ago, that would be fine. I could live with that. But we don't exactly have a ton of time anymore. So instead, we need to try and find a runner that has more Sprint Sparks than that. And I'm not actually sure that we have one, which means that we may need to switch our Borrow up. We can go with this Haru that gives a Sprint B Mile A, and it's just going to help smooth our career over a bit. But I think for this, we're probably going to need to go hit up Umamusume and look for a El Condor Pasa or Super Creek parent that has something like 6 Turf Sparks and 3 Sprint Sparks to get this Sprint to A. So we're going to go pull up Umamusume and we're going to go see what we can find. Alright, so we're back on Umamusume. Unfortunately, that did not take a lot of time at all. We have Air Groove as a main character, El Condor Pasa as main parent. We're looking for any number of power sparks above 7. Then we're looking for any amount of turf sparks that's 6 or greater, and any amount of sprint sparks between 1 and 3. That gives us 8 parents, and in this case, the top parent is actually really good. So this is a 9-star power L, 6 turf, 3 sprint, that also comes with a Halloween Super Creek attached. Now the white skills are not amazing. We have Corner Adept, Ignited Spirit Speed, Ramp Up, Nimble Nav are in here. I'm not seeing stuff like Ignited Spirit Power, which would be really nice to have, or Head On, which would be really nice to have, but we're already looking for something fairly specific in terms of these blue sparks and pink sparks, so I don't think I can get too choosy. We're going to copy that friend code. We're going to go see if they have space on their friends list, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to borrow that El Condor Pasa. They do have room. We're looking for an A rank L that's like 11,700. We're going to have so many El Condor Pasa parents in our guest borrows after this. You're the A plus L, it's not you, it's you. This is also a mountain of affinity. Yeah, power turf, power sprint, power turf, it's perfect. It's exactly what we're looking for. Bump sprint up to A. Unfortunate we're getting like +5 guts from our own parent, but blue sparks and power is also nice on our end. We're going to need a little bit of stamina here to actually get through Air Groove's career. We'll probably just get that through normal spirit training. And then we're also going to need to heavily prioritize speed, but Air Groove has 10% growth on speed. So with our normal 3 speed, 3 wit deck, we should be able to take care of that just fine. We could switch out Teo for Biko here, but I'm growing more and more convinced that the best way to approach this CM is by gambling on straightaway acceleration skills. So I really think that we want Rushing Gale specifically. And if that doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I think it's one of the things that I'm going to be learning from this CM, as I haven't really done a lot of sprint races in general before. So we'll see if that's a choice that pays off. This is the only run I am going to have time for tonight, so we're going to have to cross our fingers and hope that we do well, but we'll see how it goes. I don't mind taking a vodka hint here just because it's going to give us double friendship. So we'll grab that, spend a little bit of energy, and then we can plan on training wit later on in the run. 2 on speed, 2 on power, nobody anywhere else. Roughly equivalent. I know Teo's friendship is going to be a bit of a problem, so let's just grab speed again. We shouldn't really need to train power that much with a 20% power growth. Our speed training should take care of most of that for us. Not amazing. This looks like a fine turn to just pass on wit, given where our energy is. None of those other trainings are amazing. I'd really like to see more spirit training specifically. This is our guaranteed Hesitant Pace Chaser Synth. We take that immediately. That's a wonderful start. And then we get another hint from Arden. So Arden actually gives really good Pace Chaser hints. Left-handed is relevant for the CM. Pace Chaser Corners is very good. Pace Chaser Savvy is very good. The hint is also going to build her friendship faster so that we can get our Rainbow Wit cards online sooner. I think this is a perfectly fine training, even though it's not technically the highest spirit training available to us. Left-handed's fine. We're happy to have that. Marvelous Sunday spirit training. A lot of friendship progress on power. I think I'm fine just taking that. It works on Teo's friendship. It gives us a little bit of spirit training. That seems pretty good to me. Shrewd Step. Well, it is a pace chaser acceleration skill. You have almost no control over when it actually triggers, so we're probably not going to be buying that. We'll take this stamina training to build friendship. It's also going to do a little bit of work to build our stamina up for running medium races later in Yarkov's career. And then if we can roll on wit, I'd like to. That's a good stamina training, but I'm not going to risk it at 24%. We'll just take a rest instead. Plus 50 is fine. Practice perfect is nice. It might save us, it might not. That stamina training's fine. We're building a lot of wit friendship, we're building a lot of spirit training. This is slow metabolism. I'll definitely take 30 energy. 1 and 2. It's a good wit training. I think I like it more than the stamina training. It's more friendship progress and it doesn't spend energy. And also wit is one of our core stats and stamina is not. So we can take that. It's unfortunate we're wasting a bit of energy there. But I think it's safer to just roll on wit and not spend the energy if we don't have to. And wait for an actual good training to show up that we can jump on. That is not good enough. I hope that guts isn't good enough. This might be a stamina again. No, we could do guts here. So the guts has more spirit training. It has the same amount of spirit training, but it has more friendship progress on wit cards. I'm kind of interested in that. It also very slightly builds our speed and our power. Not by any significant amount, but by a pretty decent amount. This is also, despite the fact that it gives 10 energy, a really nice opportunity to get a mood up. And it's also plus 20 speed for minus 10 energy, which is not a bad exchange. Getting 2 stats per energy is probably the lower end of what kind of deal I would take, but it's still a deal that I would take. So we'll grab it. Let's go run the debut. Stats are okay. I feel like our speed is low, but I guess it's not a huge problem. There's debut cleared. Let's switch over to our agenda now and make sure we know what upcoming races we have to deal with. We have Hanshin JF early December. It would be nice to aim for Hopeful Stakes as well. We'll pencil it in, but if we have to change it, we have to change it. Where are all of my support cards? I guess we're just taking this wit training. It puts Fine Motion to Spirit Burst and it builds friendship, but it's not particularly exciting. 10 wit from Rico. Burst on stamina. I'm not interested. It's a pretty decent speed training. I can't ignore my speed cards forever. And it is more spirit training than this wit is, but this wit is 2 friendships on wit cards, and I feel like I should probably prioritize that. We've mentioned it a few times in the previous CM prep videos, but the earlier that you can get we take mood here instead of Homestretch Haste. We're not going to run Homestretch Haste this CM. The earlier you can get your wit cards online, the more energy you get back from them, just by taking wit instead of like other bad trainings. So the earlier I can get those cards online, the better. We're going to take the stamina here because of the spirit training growth. It pushes Vodka and Teo towards their spirit bursts, but in general, we don't mind rolling on wit when there's wit friendships to be had. Not a bad power. It's a better speed, though. It's more spirit training and the same amount of friendship progress. On marginally worse cards, but it's more of a core stat. So we'll jump on that. Don't mind taking wit and skill points out of this event. I would have loved a burst on wit here. Oh, I wish you were a burst on a bit. This is also a really greedy speed training to take. Like, if it hits, it's awesome, because it puts Vodka and Teo to burst, and it puts Teo to gold, and it gets Vodka very close to gold. I think I can deal with the risk of failure. Okay, huge. That's perfect. That's a really nice training. And then we'll take a rest after this. Unless this is like a double burst on... Even 20%. I'm not going to risk 20% on a wit training. Just take the rest. So far, so good. Would still like to see Hesitant Front as well. I don't think I'm going to need to burst on power with a 20% growth. I think I only burst on wit and speed this run, and that's it. And this is also a nice wit training because it works on 2 wit friendships. It pushes them closer to gold. Fine Motion is really rushing through her hint chain. I would... I want to take this burst, but I really want the hint from Marvelous Sunday too. Oh, that's brutal. Do I already have Hesitant Pace locked in? I can't remember if we got Arden's Event. We did. Okay, that takes some pressure off of me then. Let's take the Speed Burst, because we do have the Unity Cup round coming up. This also puts Vodka to gold, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. This is slow metabolism again. Give me another 30 energy. And then show me a Marvelous Sunday hint somewhere else, because I would still love to take that. No, she's gone. And we're not going to burst on power either. This is a pretty bad speed training for what we're getting out of it. I think we're fine to just wait here and work on Arden's Friendship. This could also potentially be a race. There's a G2 Sprint today. There's also a G2 Mile that we've never won before. You know what? Let's go race today. Do I need to buy any skills? Not really. Let's go do a G2 Mile. Get ourselves a trophy unlock. Start building those skill points early. So we're going to need to buy a lot of expensive stuff at the end of this. We're going to want to buy Rushing Gale, Speed Star if we get it, No Stopping Me, It's On, Hesitant Pace Chasers, Hesitant Front if we get it, Professor of Curvature if we get it. There are a lot of skill points that we're going to prospectively need to spend in this run. So if we have the opportunity to take a G2 versus a pretty average to below average training, I think we should probably take it. So our trigger conditions for our unique are final corner, and we have to be third or worse. That doesn't look like it's going to happen here. It looks like we're just going to be in the lead because everybody else is slow and we're fast. But that's fine, because it means we're fast. That is a quickly moving Bakshin. A really quickly moving Bakshin. We're faster than it. Okay. And she blew her unique early. I saw it go off, so we don't have to worry about some kind of mystery burst of speed here at the end of the race. Good. Skill points. And carrots. Carrots are nice too. Okay. Good time for Etsuko to show up too. Rainbow Speed versus Burst on Wit. Burst on Wit does some pretty interesting things for our energy management right now. And it also gets us ready for the next Unity Cup round. Am I missing out on any other obviously good trainings? Like, this is a fine speed training as far as the actual stats we get out of it. But I think I'd rather take the burst, because I'd like to use my bursts as quickly as I can to get ready for the Unity Cup rounds. We can always make more of them later. Team rank up to E. Hanshin JF goal race. It's raining. Potential wet conditions trigger. Never mind. Well, no, maybe you still do get hints if it's raining. I'm not sure. Or if you don't win. I think you have to win to get the hint for it. But I could be wrong. The second in a mile is annoying. This is way too early to get Speed Star. Yeah, it's going to be prepared to pass instead. Another burst on wit is not really what I'm looking to do. Wow, that's a good power training. Okay, we take that instead. That's so much better than running the hopeful stakes. It's a lot of spirit training progress, and it's meaningful friendship progress. We'll take +5 energy out of this. And then we're on to Unity Cup round 1. We've burst twice. So we should have a decent team. Where are all of my Ds? I burst. Huh. Okay, sure. So Vodka's gonna go to Miles. Arden's gonna go to Mediums. That old classic switch. And then Sunday can go to Mediums. And Matikane can do Longs. Teo should be our ace. Because she's a higher rank. I mean, I guess we do have, like, E's everywhere except for in Dirt. I'd be happier if they were D's, but maybe this is good enough. We've done a lot of spirit training, and we've done 2 bursts. I don't think this is a reliable prediction for how strong our team actually is. We've done a lot of work so far. It was kind of reliable, but a win is a win. Good start. That bakes us in flexibility for later. I'll be taking 20 energy out of this, please. And then we're running triple Tiara instead of triple Crown, which means we don't need to deal with the Kikukusho's insane length. This looks like a perfectly acceptable wit turn. We're getting spirit training out of it. We're growing Marvelous Sunday's friendship. This one does put Arden to burst specifically, and also gets her to gold. But I don't think that's that important relative to just taking a better training when it's available. There's team rank D. I would love to take wit because we're going to train power from speed. I do not want to burst on stamina. I don't want to do any of these. I really don't want to do any of these, and I'm pretty sure there's only opens today. Yeah, there's not even a G3 to run. Well, I guess we just take wit on Rice Shower then. It's a disappointing turn. Again, I think trading 10 energy for 20 power is actually a pretty good deal. We're also pretty full on energy right now. That's looking like a pretty good wit training, all things considered. Although, you know, maybe this is our opportunity to put Arden to burst, because Fine Motion's also here to build friendship. This really only works on Sunday, and it's slightly better for spirit training, but not by much. I'll take this turn to work on power, put Arden to gold. And now at least we have one Rainbow Wit card online, and then we'll just consume the burst immediately on speed. I think that worked out perfectly. We should still have enough energy that we could take our Rainbow Wit training. We'll see. I think we do. Well, there's not one there, so it doesn't matter. But we would have. 0% failure rate. We don't want to burst on power. We don't want to burst on stamina. Speed training's bad. Cuts training's bad. Races today are okay, but this is a good turn to rest. Plus 50. Here's our burst on wit if we wanted to. And we could. It's a lot of spirit training on speed though, and it works on Marvelous Sunday's friendship. Huh. It's an interesting choice. I think I take the spirit trainings and I wait to burst later. Because our energy's fine right now. I could have gone either way on that though. Show me Turf S. No Turfest, that's okay. We get another chance next time. Let's go run the Okashome. First, good. Good start. The Oaks is a 2400, which is going to be a little scary. We could buy standard distance if we wanted to. It is technically a skill that works on the CM. So this is energy. This is trading 10 energy for 10 speed and 10 power, which I do like conceptually, but it's gonna wreak havoc on our energy right now, and I think I'd rather take the +5 energy, even though that's normally a trade that I'm pretty happy to make. If I'd known that I could burst on Wit afterwards, I think I would have made a different play though. But we'll take this. We need one more training on Sunday to go to gold level friendship. Random McQueen giving us 10 stamina. It's not a card in our deck, but nice to see you. It's an okay stamina training. Yeah, I'll take it. It pushes Marvelous Sunday to gold, and it works on fine motion. It's doing a lot for my Wit cards right now. And then this is a scary amount of stamina to run the Oaks with as a pace chaser. So I think I get standard distance, even though it's suboptimal for the current CM. Just as a way to make it through the Oaks. Or I could run late. I could run late Surger too. And that would save us quite a bit of stamina. You know what? I'll do that. We'll save the 80 skill points or so that we can spend it on something better. We'll run as a late Surger to conserve stamina, and we'll hope that that's good enough. It's good enough to get us through. We don't necessarily need to win it, we just need to survive it. And then that's the hard one. The Shukusha is only 2000, and I don't think she does anything longer than that. Osaka High is 2200 actually. And Takarazuka might be 2200 as well, but neither of them are longer than the Oaks. So we've survived the hard part. I don't want to burst on power as good as that training is, and it is a really good training. Well, no, there is a Unity Cup round coming up. Shoot. So this puts Haru to burst, it puts Marvelous Sunday to burst, it consumes a burst before the Unity Cup round. Maybe I do burst on power here. Maybe it's fine. I'm just worried that my power is so much higher than my speed right now. I don't think that's the way I want my distribution to look. And then what do you have for me on this, the last turn? We have a Guts training that puts fine motion to gold, but it destroys our energy. This may be a rest. Just so we come in. Well, we actually want to rest in summer break because it lets us double up on fixing mood and get energy back. I really wish there was like a G2 to run today. The Takarazuka is going to be too long for us. I really don't like seeing a full X as far as stamina is concerned. So I guess give me a G3 sprint. And then we'll oh, I could be pace. That's fine. We didn't get blocked. I'm going to gamble on energy at the outcome. Never mind, I'm not. It's just going to fix my mood automatically. And now we don't need to rest during summer break, and we could take like Rainbow Wit trainings instead. Okay, so my entire plan has been upended, but that's fine. Taiki, you can come over here to sprint. What am I going to do about this? Vodka can come to Mile. Can Ikuno Dictus run Mile? Mile B. It's probably good enough. You can come over here as well. And then Arden can be our ace for mediums. We have plenty of aces for longs. We have tons of aces for miles. I'm holding it down on sprint. Smart Falcon's on dirt. We've burst a lot again. I think I'm comfortable taking top again. Prediction looks healthy. We've done a really good job of keeping up on our spirit trainings. Huge. I think we've gotten really lucky with where our spirit trainings have wound up so far. We've been able to take them on wit and speed and once on power, and we've been able to ignore them on stam and guts, but still use them up. which is just good luck. Just getting lucky. This is such a good training. It does everything we want it to do. It recovers our energy. It puts our friends to gold. It uses up a burst. It's amazing. Oh, that's huge. What a good training. I'm going to keep preserving energy here, because we have 2 rainbow speed cards right now, so we should be able to see a double rainbow, or at least a burst. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe we only need the 1 run. And then this is going to have to be a rest. We're so far in an energy hole. It's a lot of late surger hints, but I'm sticking to what the plan is. The plan is for Air Groove to be a pace chaser. So I am not diverting from the plan just because the hints look good. I can't take that training. Wit's horrible. It's a rest time. That is probably one of the best summer breaks that we've had in like the last week. I would love to see the plus 30 energy event out of Arden, so we'll take bottom option. Just to make sure it's guaranteed. Not good. Okay, but I don't want to spend the energy. Not good. Teo's hints are not really worth getting. Show me a race. There's a G2 sprint today. There's also a mile that we haven't won. No, stay focused on this. Collect a trophy. We can win an 1800 meter race. It's a good opportunity to double up on trophy collection. We can go back to running his pace here as well. Good, good, good. We could skip the whole race, I know, but where's the fun? I'm really looking forward to seeing what our senior year inheritance is like. If we hit Turf S, this probably becomes our best ace right now, unless our luck falls apart at the end of the run. I would really like to see Hesitant Front as well, but Hesitant Pace I think is much more important in my opinion. So just having that is really nice. I also don't remember if our Taiki got Hesitant Front and Hesitant Pace. I don't think she did. I know that King Halo did. So if Air Groove could also get the Difecta of Hesitant Front and Hesitant Pace, 2 out of 3 is not bad, and we could keep working on some runner revisions into the first few rounds of the CM. We are going to get a unique here. We're on final corner. We've passed a runner. It's actually really nice speed carry over into late race, which is going to help us get a jump on acceleration. Scarlet is even faster somehow. No, never mind. We're reeling her back in. She must have just hit Resplendent Red Ace at a good time. It's looking pretty good. It's looking very good. Beauty. Another 50 carats in the bag. Another batch of skill points in the bag. Fukusho is going to carry us to our fan threshold. So we don't have to run any other races, but we could. I don't think that taking a mood down is worth an extra 15 skill points here, so I'll just take the guaranteed 15. Pretty good speed training. The worst wit training. Yeah, I'll take this. Our speed is low. We need to be working on speed pretty aggressively right now. Better post proficiency, probably not something we're really going to be using. Our speed needs work, we take speed right now. 10% on a wit training to fail. Let's just take a full rest. We don't have to play risky right now. This run is going really well so far. Here's another plus 30 energy. Fukusho, we are a little low on stamina for this again. We're only at 218. We'll see what the prediction says. Prediction thinks we have none stamina. We run late surgery then. Cool. I don't know if that was the difference maker, but we know that it is a running style that is friendlier on stamina. So that's good. Everything else for the rest of the run we should be able to do as Pace Chaser now. Single rainbow speed, single rainbow wit. Single spirit trainings everywhere. This could be a speed training, but it could also be a race. This is a race in the rain. We could get wet conditions from this. We have a triangle for stamina. It's a 2200, which is a little scarier. So we're actually going to continue running as a late surger here. Beautiful. Now I would love to see a wet conditions hint out of this. Show it to me. Nothing. That's okay. Double rainbow speed versus double rainbow wit. It's got to be double rainbow speed every time. Especially when we've got that much energy to spend. Mood 1, Guts 10 versus Pace Chaser straightaways. So Pace Chaser straightaways is not a good hint. Most of the straightaways in the CM are actually the straightaway in late race, which is when velocity isn't going to do much. But we may still end up using that, so I'll take it. None of these look great. I think I'm fine preserving energy because I have my eye on the G2 Sprint in late December is something we could run. It might give us a hint for Winter Runner, which would be really nice. Just a little bit of extra speed. It also preserves energy for a good speed training if one shows up. I don't think that is one, so we might take a pass on that. But I am looking at something like the Hanshin Cup to run. As just another race to tank our energy a little bit before senior year. And then after this race, I want to take a look at how many races we've run so far. Because I think much like Bakshin and King Halo, we're probably only looking to run about 20. And we have run a lot so far. So we should be able to chill in senior year a bit. This 20 is fine. We're about to get energy recovery out of senior year. We haven't burst as much as we have in previous years, but we do have C's across the board. The game does not know where to put Measure Arden right now. Taiki Shuttle can come to sprints, or come to dirt miles. She's dirt C though? Ugh. I didn't know you were dirt C. Alright, then we need to do this. Pull Arden back here. And then this needs to be an Inari one. Because that's Dirt A, Mile B. And then we can switch Arden and Rice Shower. There you are. So that gets Arden onto mediums where she belongs. Stamina 464, 451, 407. Rice is fine being the ace there. Let's have Inari 1 be the ace here. Vodka and Akuno Dictus could switch here. This we have A aptitudes. Vodka's stamina is also really low. I don't know that you should be doing mediums on 389. 375 with 2 recoveries is looking better. 401 is looking better. 415 is looking better. Yeah, Vodka should be on miles for sure. And then that's basically the only switches that we need to make. Are we chill enough to take top option? It's looking a little sketchy. And I don't feel like we've done much bursting or spirit training this year. So let's take our one middle option now. We'll run this. Easy 5-0. And then we need to take top option late June senior year. So far, so good. I would like 30 energy, please. I would like to check races, please. We've run 10, 14, 17. We need to find 3 more. It'll be like 1, 2, 3. 3 additional G1s. Great speed training. Also potential good hints coming from Arden. That's the one I was looking for. 20 energy's fine. Could be better, could be worse. Single rainbow speed is not looking great relative to single rainbow wit, just to preserve energy. We'll go ahead and take that. We should be more than okay on fan thresholds here. Single rainbow speed. Underwhelming single rainbow wit. I think I would still just preserve energy. I want to see better trainings. That's not better. Is this my opportunity to run a race? We could run a G2 and then cancel one of our G3s. Or we could just run an extra race. We'll see. We'll see what the trainings look like on our prospective G3 days, but at least now we know we can cancel one of them. And still probably hit our skill point target. This is 10 energy back. Good recovery from that race. That's just a good spirit training. And it happens to preserve our energy, so that's fine. I would really like to see some rainbows here relatively soon, though. Especially on speed. If you don't mind. First. Good. We have enough stamina to handle 2,000 meters' pace. Is the Takarazuka 2200, though? I can't remember. We're not going to be able to find out, because this is inheritance. Show me Turf S. Just one Turf S. Ignited Spirit Speed, give Mummy a hug. Okay. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I will take give Mummy a hug. Up to 4. Neither of you are getting cheaper. So let's lock both those in. The Takarazuka is 2200. We might need to pay attention to style there. That's a fine wit training. Preserves energy. Builds our spirit training. Gets a few extra skill points out of Rico. Team rank A. We're gonna hit team rank S in summer break. Probably. Bad. Bad. Not horrible. Pretty bad. Bad. We have a G2 today. I don't really want to take any of those trainings. The power training was fine, but not amazing. I would rather just sink our investment into skill points. And then we know that we can skip this, which is nice, because this is a good wit training to preserve energy. So we'll just ignore the Victoria Mile. We could also ignore the Sprinter Stakes or the Mile Championship, but we probably still want to run one of them. This is Curvature. We're getting down to the point where I think I have to start taking these speed trainings, even if they're underwhelming. We're running out of time in the run. It's also not really an amazing training either. I guess we'll take it to preserve energy. I think it's better than resting at this point, because it just continues building our stats. But I would really love to see like any speed card at all show up at speed training. I think that would be really cool. Losing by a head is fine. I want 3 big speed trainings in summer break, please. Also, we didn't burst at all in senior year. So hopefully that's not a problem. We don't even have B rank runners right now. A little scary. I think that prediction is optimistic. It was okay. We need to burst before the end of the year, though. We need to go back to prioritizing spirit trainings. I think we pivoted too early. So 2, 1. Relevant hint from Arden, though, and it builds speed. Sure, just make Pace Chaser corners a little cheaper. Huge training. We take that. 61 speed. Mile straightaways doesn't matter. And then I think we even take this wit training. Just because it builds stats. It's summer break. All of our facilities are leveled. We can rest early September. These stats still feel really low right now, though. Okay. Let's see how we do. This either needs to be a big wit or a rest. That's Rushing Gale. So we've gotten most of the skills that we want. None of those spirit trainings are that good. Just give me a rest. We can skip the sprinter stakes if we want to. I'm almost full on energy. I'm fine taking 20 wit for 10 energy. That's a big speed training. We take that. Alright, so we're looking at Mile Championship and maybe Hunshin Cup again, if we have to cancel Mile Championship for some reason. That's a big wit training. We take that for the energy, if nothing else. Stats starting to look better. Speed will get to 1,000. If I could also get power to 1,000, I'd be really happy. But that is a ways to go. We're also not bursting. We're hitting spirit trainings, but it's spirit trainings for runners that we already have. Which means we're not getting massive spirit increases from them. Well, I guess we've burst 8 times this run. That's not horrible now that I look at it. 1, 1, 1, 1 and a rainbow, 1 and a rainbow. This is a race day, and then we cancel the Mile Championship. We'll just go do the QE2 Cup again. We know that we can handle 2,200 meter races. So that should be the last race we have to run. Perfect time to get -5. We're not, well... We are running that. Holy cow, these trainings are bad. Oh, it's 3 races. Alright, we wit them. It's not a good wit training, but I'm not willing to gamble on the mood down right now. Horrible speed training. Okay, you know what? It's an okay power training, and it's got a lot of growth on it, and Akita-san hint is not bad. And then we'll just rest on the last turn. Extra tank, not really what I was looking for. Corner adept would have been pretty nice there. Single, single. We just rest. That's fine. One of our trainings in the last 3 turns will be wit. So we still had no bursts. We do have a handful of B rank runners. Let's get Ikuno Dictus over to mediums, and let's get Vodka as an ace on miles. You come here. We have ace on miles. Arden as an ace on mediums. Long's looking pretty sketchy. Dirt's looking pretty sketchy. But sprint, mile, medium is okay. So as long as we can win those 3, I think we're in all right shape. It's a fairly optimistic prediction again, and we would really like no stopping me out of this. Huge. Really good. So we're probably not going to see hesitant frontrunners this run, but at least we got hesitant pace. This is going to be team rank S. We have 2 facilities at S rank, maybe 3 facilities at S rank. Power, wit, and speed are all 5. We're going to be team rank S. That's exactly the wit training we want to recover our energy. Team Rank S. It's on hint. We can start buying some of this stuff too. Rushing Gale, very important. Hesitant Pace, very important. Pace Chaser Corners, I know I want to get, but I don't want to get it yet. We never did get Speed Star, but Prepared to Pass is going to be good, and it's cheap. And then we get Curvature, we get It's On, and we should be able to afford Nimble Nav at the end of the run, assuming we win the finals. We're in a medium finals. That's a little scary. Because our stamina is not, like, really up to speed. If there's a 2400, we might need to go back to being a late surger. That one was a 2200, so we're fine. That's just another good wit training. We're not going to break 1000 power, though. We needed these to be speed trainings. This is another 2200, so we can run pace. Good. We're hanging in there. Oh, I really wanted that to be good speed training. I guess we take wit. I do not think these stats are where they need to be. We needed like 3 good speed trainings, and I think we would have been in much better shape. But they just did not show up. Still though, Hesitant Pace Chasers is Hesitant Pace Chasers. So if we're going to be all in on that as our strategy, then we're all in on that as our strategy. We did at least make the cover, so that's +5 to everything. There's no stopping me. +5 for scenario end. And then skills. We get It's On. We get No Stopping Me. We get Pace Chaser Corners. That's it. 4 points left to spend. We're skipping Ignited Spirit Speed, which is fine. We're skipping Sprinting Gear, which is fine. We wouldn't mind having it, but it's fine. And then we're skipping Left-Handed, which I think is also fine. It's okay. It could be a lot better. But it's okay. You are going to be one of our CM candidates. It's actually not a horrible Team Trials runner. The stamina is a little low, but it's not bad. It's a lot of gold skills. Okay, let's throw it into a practice scrim and see how it does against our other 2 aces. Track. This is the CM track. Conditions are winter soft. Great mood for consistency. 9 runners in the field, please. Filter me on handshakes. So we're going to have this Bakshin. We're comparing, well, did this Taiki got Hesitant Front, didn't get Hesitant Pace. This Bakshin got nothing. So we're definitely running this Halo. We're definitely running this Air Groove as a debuffer. And then I guess if our plan is to run a front runner to try and screw over people... Oh, and she did get Turf S too, that's right. But she also lost to Taiki in the last scrim we did. So let's run this Taiki instead. We're slowly pivoting to just being a double Pace Chaser team that runs Hesitant Pace Chasers as a win con. And I think part of that is just because we don't have good sprint frontrunners. But I want to see who wins between Taiki and Air Groove to figure out who's actually going to be like the runner that wins races. Really wish I could have gotten Hesitant Pace on that Taiki. But maybe 2 out of 3 is not that bad. We'll find out. I definitely have less confidence in this CM team than in the last CM team. That's ignoring the fact that we're in graded instead of open. Alright, show me late race and show me hesitant pace chasers and hesitant front runners. Just destroy everything. There's one hesitant pace, hesitant front. More hesitant pace, hesitant late, hesitant front. Okay, it kinda works. The plan kinda works. It's actually a pretty fast air groove. We could run Bakshin. Oh, maybe. There's a chance that this could be good. It does not matter that we came first, second, third in an NPC lobby. I just wanted to see who among our runners was the fastest. But there's a small chance this works. So let's go knock out dailies, shall we? I said at the end of the last video I was going to try and run back another Taiki shuttle. It never happened. Mostly because I did Racing Carnival. And when I say I did Racing Carnival, we have no RP left. I spent every single one of my RP juices, but check this out. 1 pair of shoes left. 9 pairs of shoes left. Gone. Gone. I blew through a lot of it. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Real quick like here. This is a medium, so we'll grab Daiwa. We'll knock out our dailies for this because we do get juice from it. Good. No shoes, that's fine. We'll run you. Good. No shoes, that's fine. We'll take our challenge race. This can be Taiki. Not that Taiki. Holy cow, that was almost disastrous. You do not have the stamina to be doing that. Good. And then we'll do the 2 miles. And then that'll be Racing Carnival done, because this is the last day. Awful again? You'll get over it. Good. And then grass. Good. So that's our dailies taken care of. For Racing Carnival, at least. Oh, we have on our challenge race. That's right. Grab all these. We finished all the limited time rewards. It took me like an hour and a half to grind all the rest of these. It was not like the most engaging experience I've ever had in Uma, I would say. But we are done. We've gotten most of the limited time rewards out of it. And we also bought out the entire shop. We're down to like just buying money at this point. We bought all of the tickets. We bought all of the statues. We bought all of the star pieces. We bought all the alarm clocks and parfaits. And I don't really care about the banners. So we've just been spending our points on money. Might come in handy later. You never know. We will drink one more carrot jelly here, so that we can go do our team trials run. There is almost no shot that we retain class 6 here, but we will keep doing these for the sake of the daily. Team trials will be something we go back to working on in a few days after the CM is over. 438 is a respectable score, but not good enough. I think our highest score right now is like 530, and that's also not good enough, so... we do not need medium shoes. We do not need the oaks. We do plenty of that. And then we'll go knock out daily races. We'll knock out transfer request, and then we'll be done. Which is good, because I need to get to bed. I am very tired. Grab this Taiki shuttle. Hit the shop. Grab our star pieces. Medium shoes. Teosho? Teosho's a dirt race. We buy that. Medium shoes we do not need though. That's all of our dailies. Grab all this. Grab all this. We've obtained 100 different trophies. We've gotten a title. Oh, yeah, I did that before I nuked the recording with using the incorrect sparks for Air Groove. So we got that taken care of as well. We just skimmed through all the story. We can also do the same thing for Elle because we just unlocked her last chapter. Get another 50 carats out of this. Getting closer to our next 30k threshold, which is probably going to be on the Narita Top Road banner if I had to guess. And then we'll pop into transfer requests. We need to transfer a sprint distance runner. Who do I want more star pieces for? Haru, Bakshin, or Taiki? Well, we already have Taiki to 3-star. So it's probably going to be Haru or Bakshin. And I don't really know what this Haru is. 2-star guts, 2-star sprint with a mile late searcher legacy. I don't think I'm going to be using you, so you can go. That gets us star pieces. The rest of these guys, though, I don't think I have enough runners to give you. We just don't have a huge surplus right now. So I'm going to sit on that, and I'm going to say that that's where we're going to be done for now. If you guys are enjoying Uma, do make sure to let me know by liking the video, subscribing to the channel. If you have any comments about how our CM prep is going, or any questions about the account in general, or Uma in general, mechanics questions, whatever's on your mind, drop me a note in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you guys around tomorrow for the opening of the first round of the Capricorn rounds. So we will see how those go. I don't have great confidence in my team plan this time around, but sometimes you're wrong, and CM sprints are a bit of a gamble anyway, because you're just hoping that you line up good acceleration skills at the right time, so anything could happen. But I will see you guys around for that. Until then, take care, enjoy the rest of your day.